After listening and remember is very important. How much I can remember after listening voice message from Zalo teacher and language partners using Zalo. Zalo is a good messenger program, just like KakaoTalk in Korea. And I've been using Zalo when I found out a function when I can send the voice message directly. I can I can check out uh, when I can send message, the voice message. I can check out uh, from voice to text. Then I can also check out my pronunciation in the times. So it it's very interesting, and then it's like a game changer to practice. The more I can listen, the more I can speak in Vietnamese. The better I can listen and having good pronunciation. This way is very important for me because with the six tones and complicated the vowel sound in Vietnamese and vowel sound in Vietnamese, and quite difficult to figure out the sound. And then, even though it's difficult, but using Zalo, the function of A, and then I can practice with my language partner or Jalo teacher. So the point is, and then when I get a voice message, I listen again and again, repeatedly, and to understand, and also try to remember how I can remember, keep in mind in what I heard, and also try to listen, figure out what it means before I check out a voice message to text. And then I can guess lots of, I listen 3 or 4 times. After then, and I check out the plus A, then the voice message say the text directly. It's quite good function to check out uh, the meaning of the voice messages, even including a few sentences, and then we basically 20 sentences give information, and divided by 4 times, I got 5 sentences, and that is a function. And sometimes I can get 10 sentences. It depends on my language partner or the Jalo teacher how many sentences they send at the same time with the voice messages. And I check. When I read the text, I can understand much more. And also sometimes I don't know some words, then I should use um, translating application. Then and I can copy the text and then paste it on the from Vietnamese to English or Korean, then I can figure out what it means. So the point is understanding after listening repeatedly and then checking the meaning of the message, and then make sure the meaning of the sentence or using translation if I don't know some words or place within sentence. After understand all the things, I try again. I try to listen again repeatedly to write to remember. The point is how I can remember all the sentences. This is very challenging. And then by remembering the sentence, I got a chance to talk about the sentence directly. Voice message, I reply with voice messages. And then directly I can check out my pronunciation. Yeah, my pronunciation is not good. So, and then even though I might speak the sentence similar to my language partners or Jalo teacher, but when I check out a function, my pronunciation is incorrect, totally incorrect. So, and I can get some catch the difference of between native speakers and myself. Native speakers can speak naturally because the Vietnamese is their mother tongue, native language. So to me, as a new foreign language, it's very rare, and then sound is very difficult. Sound is very difficult. It's very rare. And then when I say I almost speak Vietnamese in Korean style, but focusing on listening and then checking out the meaning, and then I can step forward to speak Vietnamese naturally, just like the native speakers say. I a little bit understand. It's something like habit or like children learn the languages by listening, asking, and then this is unconsciously, and then and we understand about uh, the language function. The practice, Yellow make me practice. It's very important, directly practice. And then in terms of learning Vietnamese, it's good. I would like to develop same function in Korean, in English as well. So, and then I asked my visitors from India and then who study in Korea, and then I asked some developer help me to make the application the same as the Jalo function. I hope I can make and helping each other. But now I'm happy that I can use the Jalo. Jalo has that function, even though my pronunciation is bad. So and then I cannot make pronunciation is clear. But the try to find is the kind of knowing about it. If I don't have Java function, how can I find my mistakes? There's something, one way I can read the subtitles after uploading my voice videos, but it's not interactive. I would like to check out at the same time, at the moment when I send voice message, I check out directly and then very clear and very intensive and saving time a lot. And also practicing good. Now I talk about some how important to remember what we heard. After then, we can speak, we can talk about the sentence that we heard uh, to language partner or Jalo teacher, or I can use cloud on Jalo. Then I can also check out the pronunciation in Vietnamese. Now I talk a lot about um, how to remember what I heard, and also how can I use uh, some my memory about sentence. The memory will it take longer when I focus on keeping memory. In English, make content of how to remember what I heard in the voice message of Zalo. Um, Zalo is a very good function to practice. I try to remember all the messenger and then translation, and also I can remember I follow up like shadowing, and then I can talk the sentence in voice message on Zalo. Then my language partner or Zalo teacher can check out for me. Uh, okay, so after proofreading with I make a new one word even not J but Z. Then AI can go correct word. This is important. And then AI give me how to remember what I heard in Zalo voice messages. So it's quite long. I can read it. Translate into Korean and Vietnamese above. I can use the content and go. So reviewing about this content, and then I can also read the subtitle in Vietnamese. By doing that, I can get uh, vocabulary and expression. Then I can talk about it in Vietnamese. Yeah. Simply same way. Oh, got it. And proofread your content. Proofread your content into clear English so it reads smoothly while keeping your original meaning. Here's the revised version. How to remember what I heard in the Zalo voice message. Using Zalo's voice message function is a very good way to practice language. When I receive a voice message, I first listen carefully and try to remember what I heard. Remembering is the most important step, because if I cannot recall the message, I cannot really understand it. After listening, I try to repeat the sentence from memory, almost like Sharon. Then I record my own voice message in Jalo and send it to my language partner or my teacher. This way, they can check my pronunciation and give me feedback. One powerful function of Jalo is that I can also convert a voice message into text. This allows me to double check what I heard and compare it with my own pronunciation. Sometimes when I don't understand certain words or sentence, I copy the text with the translation app to check the meaning in English or Korean. To make the practice easier, I often divide the content into small parts. For example, if I receive 20 sentences, I focus on 5 sentences at a time, listening and repeating them again and again until I can remember them well. The key is a repetition and understanding. I listen several times, then check the text, translate it if necessary, and finally repeat the sentence by speaking them out loud. By doing this, I can slowly improve both comprehension and pronunciation. Of course, my pronunciation is not always correct. Sometimes it sounds closer to Korean style, and I realize how different it is from native Vietnamese. This is exactly why Jalo is so useful. It helps me notice my mistakes immediately and save time by practicing directly. I believe that remembering we hear is the first step towards speaking naturally. By listening, recording, checking, and repeating, I can train myself to speak more confidently. This method is not only helpful for learning Vietnamese, but it could also be applied to English and Korean as well. For me, Yellow is like a game changer in language learning. Without this function, it would be very difficult to check my pronunciation in real time. With it, I can practice actively, save time, build better speaking skills. Okay, so finish